We are going to solve using multiple methods. So we've got to know what is the best method to use when we have certain kinds of equations. So number one is solve by the graphing calculator, or we can also put Desmos. Basically, solve by graphing. You will use this, it's best to use this when both equations are y equals mx plus b. Or they're easy to put into y equals mx plus b. So let's look at the inside of this. Enter the equations into the y equals window. Use the keys to find the intersection. Or we can use, this is for the calculator. Here are the steps for the calculator, which work just as well as Desmos. You can also use Desmos. We've already done this. You put in both equations, and then you find the point of intersection, x comma y, where they meet. So we're going to do this first one. So I'm going to go to Desmos, and I'm going to put that in. So y equals negative 1/2 x plus 10, and then y equals 2x. I can't see it, so I'm going to have to zoom out. Now double click, point of intersection, and the point of intersection, our solution is 4, 8. So see how both of these are y equals, which makes it super easy to put in Desmos, find our point of intersection. Okay, let's go to how to solve by substitution, or when it's best. So substitution is best when one equation is x equals or y equals. So let's look at this one. So we have 4x plus 2y equals 40, and then y equals 2x. So here are the steps that we have already learned. So I'm going to go through those steps with you. So since it says y equals 2x, we're going to look at y, plug in this 2x for y, and solve. So it's going to be 4x plus 2 times 2x equals 40. Our goal is to get one variable in the equation. That way we can solve for that one variable. We're going to multiply those. This is still 4x. We're just bringing it down. 2 times 2 is 4. 4x equals 40. Then combine like terms. 4x plus 4x is 8x equals 40. Then to solve this, we divide by 8 on both sides. So x equals 5. So that is one part of the solution. So now, which equation would this be easier to put into to find y? Well, it would be easier to plug it in here. So y is 2 times x. So we're going to put this in, 5 in for x. So y equals 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is 10. So our solution is 5, 10. Okay, solve by matrices. We are going to solve by matrices when both equations are in standard form. Standard form is the ax plus by equals c. Okay, so you should have out your calculator. So pause it if you don't. So for this, write the matrix, then use a calculator to solve. So you got to make sure this is an x, y, and c being a number. So we're going to write the matrix first. So 4, 2, 2, 1, -1, and 8. Step 2, in the calculator, go second matrix, math, select RREF. So we're going to do this RREF. Okay, so second matrix, which is found right here. Go over to math, go down to RREF, not REF. Then do alpha zoom. We want to change this to a 2 by 3 and go to OK. Now enter the matrix. So we have REF first, then we're entering in the numbers. And so our output matrix is 1, 0, 3, 0, 1, negative 5. So this is our x, this is our y. So our coordinate pair for our solution is 3, negative 5. Okay, next one, solve by elimination. This is a new method, but you don't have to use this method. You can also use matrices. So best to use when, also the same thing, both equations are ax plus by equals c. I'm going to go ahead and show you what elimination looks like. And then you decide how you want to do it. If you want to do matrices, you can always use matrices when it's in ax plus by equals c. Okay, in elimination, we add the two equations as we eliminate one of the variables. So choose the variable to eliminate. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our columns like this. So what I see here on the y's, negative y and positive y, is 0. So y's cancel out. And that's kind of my goal. I want to get one of the variables to cancel out. So 2x minus 1x would be x equals, nothing's on y, 3 plus 4 is 7. So that easily gets me my x. Then I'm going to, so we're already down here, add the equations for solve for the remaining variable, already did. Substitute this variable back into one of the equations, solve for the other variable. So we would decide which one would be easier to solve for. I would say this one. So negative x plus y equals 4. So negative 7, because 7 is x, plus y equals 4. We're going to solve this out. So these parentheses don't change anything. I could take them off. But I want to get rid of this, so I'm going to add 7 to both sides. Y equals 11. So my solution is 7, 11. Okay, if this doesn't work and you're not able to cancel out, you might have to do something to make it be equivalent so you can cancel it out. But guess what always works? Matrices. So we are going to use matrices to prove that this is true and that you can either do elimination or matrices. We're going to follow the step second matrix, over to math, REF, alpha zoom, make sure it's a 2 by 3, put in your coefficients. So that'd be 2, negative 1, 3, negative 1, 1, and 4. And look what our output is, 7, 11, which is the same thing. So all this to say, if elimination doesn't work or you don't like it or it's not easy for you, matrices will work. So I'm going to put or use matrices. All right, so you will glue this in your notes, and let's look at your Delta Math assignments. Let's go down. Here is Delta Math. So you have 4 types of problems on this Delta Math. The first one, solve systems graphically, which you have to graph it and then find your solution. These other three, you can use any type of method you want. So the name of the assignment says use any method. So substitution. If you want to graph this, go for it. If you want to use substitution, you can do that too. You get to decide on here. Don't let this title determine how you are going to solve. You get to decide. Elimination, you can use elimination like I did. Just make sure you show your work. Or you can do matrices and solve it that way. Same thing here. Use matrices if you want. I would do matrices on level 2 for elimination for sure, just because it requires a little bit more work, and I did not show you that. So use matrices. Okay, that is it.